Yeah, I think the the one thing I would love to try and solve is to make sure people understand how to do IoT right. And that's a big topic. It's not just a one little tiny thing. But would love when I engage in conversation with customers just to go directly to the okay, let's do it rather than explaining everything. I know, and that's my bread and butter as well, that explaining it is needed and will be needed for some time. But I think it would be something really helpful that we don't have to explain what IoT is and how to do it right.
Yeah.
I love playing around with Arduinos and Raspberry Pis and so on. It's great. You do these DIY projects and spend a lot of time on that and having fun. But very often you end up with something that is maybe a proof of concept for a solution, but doesn't tackle the real problems, doesn't address them directly, or just leaves them aside as we'll solve that problem later. And then you're back at square zero where you have to redo everything and create your solution from scratch with the right practices, the right solutions, because you didn't understand from the get-go these implications, the security ones, the over-the-air updates requirements, all of them, right? So there's so many of them that there's not a particular one I would make disappear. I would like to have people understand that they exist and that when they approach IoT, they keep them in mind from day one.
Yeah, absolutely. Oliver, we are at time. So the last question of this podcast. And to be honest, I want to ask you very candidly, like, what do you see in future, in the next 5 or 10 years? What excites you the most regarding embedded designs, and different devices as well?
Yeah. Well, personally, what excites me the most working in that domain is the fact that it applies to every industry out there. You'll see IoT everywhere. You already see it everywhere. And so that means that I have the chance to work, with medical device companies, and then with another company doing industrial cameras for factories, and then I will talk to someone doing consumer device, and so the diversity of solutions is what I'm really excited for. Another aspect of IoT that I think in the next 5 to 10 years will be even more important than anything else is how IoT can be used and should be used and is already starting to be used with sustainability goals in mind. How do you save energy? How do you make sure that you have efficient processes that stop wasting? All these considerations, IoT is a key instrument into addressing these sustainability problems, and I'm thrilled to see that many companies are putting that in front, are saying that this is something that we want to do, especially IoT companies, and they're starting to use that sustainability topic as a marketing tool as well, which is to me a good sign. That means that people care, and that means that the technology is here to help you do that. And that's what excites me the most about IoT, I guess, in the next 5 to 10 years.